Hey, welcome in, welcome in. So we're just going to be using this Basilisk Red, and we're just going to be giving the model a general base coat with this one, and we're also going to just make sure that we get it into the shadow areas. And I'm just going to be using this pure red as like a zenithal highlight for it, so just going to be spraying it just from above. And you can do this just with black and white primer, but when I'm painting green I quite like the, I don't know, like seeing the progress of the green go over the top of the red, and it also gives it, in like the darker areas, a nicer darker kind of green. So yeah, you can feel free to do this in black and white, but yeah, I'm doing this for the outline. So yeah, I'm just using these green colours now, and I'm going to try and mostly be doing paintbrush now. So we're just going to be doing some like little bits of wet blending and feathering, and just, yeah, just making sure the paints are thin and going between the two colours just to get like a nice transition. But basically where all the darker sort of purple is, I'll be placing the darker green, and then as like the zenithals like crossed over and it begins to get more light as it travels towards the top and where the light source would be, we're just progressively getting lighter in colour. And then the very sort of that ice yellow and the sort of moot green, they're going to be like our more sort of very like the highest highlights. So yeah, I'm just doing this this bit on his chest just because it's like the biggest surface area for you to see how the different colours sort of go together. Cool, and just as you can see, like where we've got the shinier bits, like the brighter colours, and then like, yeah, the darker bits in the shadows. Yeah, it's just that first bit done. Then like little bits of edge highlighting on like the cracks and stuff just to get them to stand out. But yeah, that's the general idea, and just be doing that over the rest of the armour plates. And we're just going to be using this black to commit the ultimate sin and blacken all the rest of the armour parts. And also just like tubes and stuff that we want black anyway. Yeah, there's all the black bits done. It's quite nice to do this. It sort of road maps it and then prepares you for when you move on to like the metallics. I'm just going to be using this weapon bronze to go over all of the trim on him. And also I'll be doing is like a backpack and other bits and pieces with it. Cool, and there's all those bits completed. So yeah, especially on like the backpack and stuff, it was good to actually black it in because of the way that I use the metallic paints, where I don't completely cover the surface and let some of the black like come through, so it just looks worn. And we're just going to use these fleshy colours just to do all these fleshy tubes that are on him, and just some of the fleshy heads. And yeah, we're just doing like a wet blend. So just putting the darker colour on and then just smushing the brighter colour into it. As you can see, you start getting quite a nice transition. And you can go back and forth with this technique a few times and try and do at least 3 passes just to get the colours to like reach their full opacity. But yeah, it is really nice. You do get like a really nice transition between them using the wet blending. And yeah, we're just doing the same thing on this like a fleshy head. If you struggle with wet blending or you're not sure how to practice it, just get 2 colours like what I've got here and try doing it on like the base of a model first, or just like a large flat area, just so you can see how the paint reacts. Cool, I just used that metallic colour just to do his chainmail on there, and I'm just using this red just to put some more colour onto that cloth and get it like differentiated from the base colours. Yeah, looking pretty cool already. Well pleased with him so far. And then yeah, we're just going to be going over all of the metallic parts of this in all oil. Just to get some of the depth back in, and yeah, just to get it looking a bit more worn and weathered. And then the same thing again, just over all the fleshy bits and over his cloth, just to get some darkness back into the recesses. And yeah, just getting some just more contrast and depth back in. And I'm just going to be using these colours to do the sort of sludge that's inside his backpack. We're doing like a tango ice blast slush puppy. So we can imagine he's just with all the hot weather we're having, he's just hydrating everyone on the battlefield. He's actually just a nice guy, just completely misunderstood. It's definitely not horrific flesh melting acid or anything like that. He's genuinely just trying to rehydrate everyone on the battlefield. Yeah, similar sort of thing to like what we were doing on the armour, just sort of wet blending between the colours and putting like the darker colour where we imagine it to be darker. So we're trying to get like a slight liquid effect. I'm not the best at this, so yeah, just use the light, like your painting light, to sort of get the reflections and sort of sketch on like the brighter parts, and then yeah, just try and like try not to leave any like hard lines and like wet blend and feather out the edges, and that will help just give it more of like a liquid effect. But yeah, it's really hard to do, so just give it a few goes and then just get it to a point where you're happy. So yeah, it's just like I was trying to explain, just like yeah, having the dark parts, and then just where like you see the light hitting, just yeah, adding the brighter paint to it, and then mixing between the colours and just stepping up the value so it's getting brighter and brighter, but the brighter you get, the smaller the surface area you're covering. But yeah, overall the most important thing is that you're having fun painting and the end result's cool. So yeah, you could also do this liquid green. I think it's slightly easier to get like a liquid effect with the green, but just figured that most of the model is green, like we've done quite a lot green on the armor. So yeah, decided the slush puppies ran out of the lime flavor, and we've got these ones. Yeah, again, it's a lot of back and forth between all the different colours and just lots of refining. Sometimes you get an area that looks really good and then you push it too far and then lose the effect, and then so you've got to like undo it and then go back. But yeah, just be patient. The more you practice, the better you'll get at it, so it's always good. And you can always just get it to a level where you're happy for now, and then later on when you've done some other models in a similar way and you look at it and you think, oh, I can see how I can improve it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with just grabbing the model and giving it another go. But yeah, I am really pleased with how he's coming along. And yeah, I'm glad I did choose the sort of purpley pinky colour there, because it contrasts nicely with the rest of the model. And yeah, it just breaks it up a bit and just makes it a little bit more eye-catching. Which is always nice to have like multiple points of eye, like stuff for the eye to like look at. It makes the model a lot less boring. Yeah, and just adding a bit more colour to the stuff that's coming out at the end now. And we're just sort of like trying to follow the shape of it, and like almost like draw the shape, but just as we're getting like brighter in colour, just staying within the borders of the previous colour that we've put on. So yeah, you're almost just like drawing the shape of like a droplet, and trying to leave as much as the darker in the shadow or the deeper areas. And yeah, just lots of backwards and forwards and refining, undoing, touching up, like lots of decision making. And yeah, just time and patience. But yeah, really cool. Well pleased with how he's come out. I'm just going to be using this Talazar blue now. So I'm base colouring the in-between of these coils with white, and then I'm going to add the that Talazar blue over the top. And we're going for like just a slight glow effect, like it's like daytime and not like nighttime, so it's not going to be like a massive OSL. So yeah, just put the white on the sort of the innermost parts of the coils, and then just going over it with this Talazar blue. And then I'm just going to paint some like darker blue on the edges. And then I also as well, so here's like the darker blue, and just sort of trying to get it like away from the center, like where the brightest blue is. And then I'm going to use that chainmail again, just to actually like go over the outer parts of the coil. And yeah, and I was just putting some blue in his eye to deepen the recess. And then yeah, I'm just going to do the other purple pink colours just to do his retina. Don't know if you can see it, it's pretty tiny. But yeah, well happy with him. Yay, thank you for making it all the way to the end of the video. If you've got any suggestions for other models you'd like to see me paint, they don't necessarily have to be Games Workshop ones. But yeah, I'm pretty much up for painting anything that's cool. So yeah, thank you again. See ya. Hey, so I'd just like to take this opportunity to let you know about my Spotify. If you go into my description, I do have a link down to it. It doesn't show up as a link. I guess you need to be partnered or affiliated with YouTube to have actual links. But yeah, if you just copy and paste it into your web browser, it will take you to my Spotify. There is an actual link as well in my in like the About Me or bio part of my YouTube page as well. Or failing that, if you have a Spotify account, you just open it up and search for Blackpill. You should find me. You'll recognise my little symbol. And yeah, if you just want to check out the sort of music and other things I do other than painting models, yeah, it could be interesting for you. So yeah, with that being said, enjoy the rest of your day and I'll see you in the next one.